Hey folks, welcome back to Chrono Globe. Today we're tackling a real head-scratcher. How did Indonesia, the world's largest Muslim-majority country, become Muslim? Think about it. Indonesia is thousands of miles away from the Middle East. There were never any Arab conquests here. No Islamic armies marched through these islands. So, how did Islam take root? The answer? It didn't spread through war, it spread through something much more powerful: trade. Centuries ago, the Indonesian archipelago was a global hotspot for spices, nutmeg, cloves, pepper, things European empires would later kill for. But before the Europeans arrived, Arab and Indian Muslim traders had already been sailing here for centuries, controlling these trade routes and, more importantly, influencing local culture. Trade wasn't just about exchanging goods, it was about exchanging ideas, beliefs, and ways of life. And that's where Islam found its way in. Muslim merchants didn't just do business and leave, they settled, married into local families, and built communities. Over time, their customs, traditions, and religion became part of the local identity. But here's the genius part. Islam didn't just replace existing beliefs. It blended with them. Instead of forcing change, Islamic teachings were adapted to fit local traditions, making it more acceptable, more familiar, and ultimately, more powerful. And then came the real game changers, the Sufi missionaries. These weren't warriors or rulers, they were mystics, scholars, and storytellers. They didn't preach Islam like a set of strict rules, they made it personal, spiritual, and deeply meaningful. Their teachings resonated with local rulers, and once the kings converted, entire kingdoms followed. The sultanates of Aceh, Demak, and Mataram became Islamic powerhouses, and suddenly Islam wasn't just a belief, it was a political and cultural force. By the time the Portuguese and Dutch arrived in the 16th century, Islam was already deeply rooted in the region. European colonizers tried to impose Christianity, but they were too late. The tide had already turned. Today, Indonesia is home to over 230 million Muslims, not because of conquest, but because of commerce, culture, and connection. And that's the power of influence. Ideas don't always need swords to conquer, they just need the right messengers. If you found this history as fascinating as I did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more deep dives into the past. See you next time on Chrono Globe.